You're distracting me. Please keep it low. So you've got to do a lot in due diligence before you get yourself involved with any kind of investment. I've always been an advocate to say that your hard-earned money, you have to define it. It must have a purpose before you let it go into any sort of investment. It doesn't matter who is introducing it. It can even be your pastor. I mean, that's one of the people you reference a lot. It doesn't matter whoever is in it. You have to find out, is this thing for me or not? So you have to be very careful. So the School of Wealth is centered on doing all of those research and, helping people. We've trained over 11,000 people in the last 6 months, focused on finding ways to invest money properly, showing them the risk involved and how to take a decision in the marketplace. We do from commodities to stocks to money markets, treasury bills, bonds, and all of those opportunities are there. I'm going to discuss some of it while we go on this session. Today, I want to focus more on business owners. And I want you to know, last week I talked about being in business. You see, one of the wrong things you can also have as a business owner or an entrepreneur is to think that whatever you are doing as a solution is all about money. Until you see your business beyond the money you are making, you will not truly be impacting lives. For every entrepreneur, successful entrepreneurs, I'm talking about billionaires. I follow a page. You can also follow that guy. It's called School of Adnock. Yeah, thank you. That talks to billionaires. And I realized that many of you can even be smarter than some of those billionaires. Because while they were starting off, they were not even close to the knowledge you have. But something shifted and everything changed. But when you meet someone who have an idea and is not well prepared, opportunity will come and go. He will not even realize that thing is actually an opportunity. So, like she said, I picked that problem. When you are in business, you want to provide solution to a problem. So that should go beyond money. Money should be a compensation for the solution you are bringing. Because the day you stop bringing solution, then you are going to be out of business. That's what I call a value proposition. A value proposition. If your business is not solving real problem, then you soon be out of business. So as business owners, understanding wealth creation, I talked about wealth creation should be intentional. If somebody is helping with the slide, you can go and show me. Or are you struggling with the slide? Is there any challenge with it? Okay, just show me. Wealth creation, I said, is all about intentionality. You as a business owner, you've got to realize that you've got to be intentional about creating wealth. Because wealth will not just fall on the ground. I was having a conversation with a small group, and somebody said that his wishful thinking is that he's going to see 100 million on the floor. And I said that one way to win about that mindset is that how will you feel if you are the one that lost the 100 million? So each time you try to think like that, also think about the other side of it. Because more than 1 million times over one, you will not find that 100 million anywhere on the floor. So it means that you have to be intentional about it. What you should be doing as a business owner in the short time? What are you seeing for your business in the long term? What are the activities you are supposed to be doing on a daily basis that contributes to your next 6 months? What are the activities you are supposed to be doing in the next 6 months that contributes to your 5 years and your 10 years in business? There's something called continuity in business. I'm an expert in audit. One of the tests we do over time, even before we release financials, is to let the investors know that this company has capacity to keep running for the next 5 years. If we see at any point that there is no business continuity, then we are going to be telling the investors that slow down. You should not put your money in this organization because they are going to pack up soon. So even for you as a business owner, you have to think, will you continue what you are doing in the next 1 year? You have to answer that question every year. Because there can be a single government policy that can end all your idea. I remember some time ago, about, is it 6 years or 7 years now, when OPay first came to Nigeria, I was part of the first venture capital that was involved raising funds for them. Yes, I put some money, because they came with the e-commerce, whatever. But immediately they said they wanted to go into logistics, bikes, and all of that. I cashed out. I got a payout. And some investors came when they saw a lot of bikes. And the Lagos State watched them to flood the street of Lagos. And soon enough, just one announcement from the commissioner to say, you can't use this bike to carry people. You can only focus on logistics alone. That market crashed. It's not publicly known, but the people that invested, I'm not talking about small money here, I'm talking about huge amount of money. But it took OPay, because they are very resilient, to kill that aspect of the business. They've tried food. They've tried a lot of stuff. Those guys are so resilient. And the guys who stayed with them, I mean, they are better off today. They are now playing big. Let me tell you ahead of time. The likes of OPay, MoneyPoint, and the likes are going to take over the banks. It's just a matter of time. They will send them. They are going to close a lot of branches. One of my bank has already done that. Standard Chartered Bank sent us email in December. They closed additional. Do you see a lot of Standard Chartered before now? But now they've even gone ahead to close more. To my branch in Ikoyi, they've closed it up. And they are now doing voucher. I have some of my friends that work with them. They are now fully remote. Because the retail part of it, these guys are doing excellently more than them. They are reaching the unbanked. Where GT Bank will not get to, Access Bank will not get to. These guys are doing a lot there. Let's move forward. Because I'm also I still have fantastic people in the house. I don't know how she managed to get all these people. Let me celebrate my dear friend, our HR expert. Why did I not introduce you? Come on. Thank you so much. I hope you'll be able to help some of them to hire quality people. You know, if you don't hire quality people, your business is also going to go down. You need the right people to be in your business. In fact, you need to hire smarter people than you in business. You know, there's so much to talk about today. I watched one billionaire and she said, all she's skilled is identify people that knows the business more than her. And then she just use them. She's not smart. She hires smart people to run the business. Some of you are intimidated that some of your employees have ways of improving your business, and then you are fighting them, chasing them away. You will cry. So you've got to know that. So, all right. Thank you so much. So I want to tell you a story about a young man. Okay. Is he here? Over here. So you just help me out. I think he's not moving yet. He's not moving. So there's Mr. Chinedu in Aba. I want to tell you the story about this guy. So he started off a business with 5 million naira initial capital. And 6 months down the line, he was doing so well. At that time, he has raised about 2 million in profit of his business. Then somebody walked up to him and said, you know what? You have moved to East now. One of the things you need to do quickly is to buy a land. Very juicy. He said, in the next 1 year, you are going to resell the land. And you will get about 60% of it. He said, how much is it? He said, 3 million. Remember, his initial capital was 5 million, right? He has made 1 million within 6 months. That's about 6 million. And it took 3 million to go and buy the land. What did he do wrong? He has made the right decision for investment, right? But his capital has now reduced. No. The capital is not 3 million. Business owner. Out of 5 million, he took 3 million. You assume that 1 million is from the profit, right? But he didn't ask me, is the profit before tax or after tax? Oh, he didn't realize that. So actually what is left in his capital is 2 million. And when it was time for inventory to replace some of his raw materials, he encountered a problem. What I call cash flow. He was excited about the 1 million he made in 6 months. He has done projection that what it means if I want to average it in the next in the next 6 months, he will make another 1 million. All things being equal, but it has not matched the capital he started with, and now he wanted to sell the land. Unfortunately, land is not a cash equivalent. What I mean by cash equivalent is that it cannot be easily turned back to cash. Those who sold him the land only did marketing for him. Now he wanted to sell back the land when he had problem of importing additional things that he needed for the business. Nobody was ready to buy. He discounted the land at 2.8 million. Nobody was ready to buy. He finally sold the land for 2 million naira. A decision within 2 months eroded his 6-month profit. Just like Mr. Chinedu, some of you are already doing decisions, taking decisions like that. Where you go ahead to invest money. It's not like you are the one spending it, but you just want to scale business, or you just want to do something out of the excitement of an opportunity. As a business owner, you've got to think well in the kind of business you want to put money into. Because part of the problem that some of them encounter is that you will realize that in your business, maybe this month you have a lot inflows, and then you engage in some activity, and next month you are unable to pay salary. And when your employees are not happy, of course, you are going to be in trouble. That's the truth. Let me tell you a story. I love telling stories too, man. There is Mrs. Ngozi that I encountered. Show me the next slide. I want to show them. She runs a restaurant in Port Harcourt. Now, you are moving faster than I am. What are you using to change it? Is it working now? All right. So, Madam Ngozi in Port Harcourt has a business worth 3 million too for her restaurant business. She made 3 million monthly. But what she needs to buy the food material and all of that, she didn't focus on the expenditure. By the time she went back to the market, had to restock and all of that, the actual profit is actually 250,000. There is difference between revenue and the profit. Some of you, when you begin to sell your wigs, or you are beginning to sell all of these, as you see the money hit your bank account, you think you are having cash flow, making a lot of money. But by the time you separate the cost of putting all of those things together, you realize that's what I call the cash flow illusion. As a business person, you've got to sit down and address what I call, what is my revenue? Revenue is from the sales you have made. And before you put a price on it, I know you will know something as simple. It's not complex. Your cost of putting that thing together and your margin of profit that you have added to it. Those two things, when you plus them together, gives you the sales price that you want to sell. And when you make that sale, you have gained revenue. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let me put numbers to it. This dress, for the fashion person, he has gone to the market. Maybe this costs 10 naira. And eventually when he's selling to me, he's selling at 15 naira. When he makes that sale, the revenue is 15 naira, right? But his profit, is it 15 naira? You have to back out the 10 naira that he used. Exactly. So you are following me now. I'm happy about that. So Ngozi realized that she's not actually making 3 million every month. What's happening is that she's making 250,000 every month. So don't be delusional about what you are making. You've got to address that. Cash flow versus profit. Cash flow versus profit. It's also different. The inflow of that revenue as it's coming is not the same as your profit. You have to identify what belongs to you and what belongs to the government and what belongs to your business. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to have that clarity. The third one there, okay, you know what? I will just continue with, because this guy is moving faster and faster. Okay, we'll manage. We'll manage. Yes, Yakubu will manage. So, I just wanted to show you the last point there. Let's wait for it. Liquidity versus asset. That's very important too. What is liquidity? Liquidity, I'm not making it very simple. Your ability and your buying power per time in your business. How much money do you have per time that you can use your buying power? It may not necessarily be cash in your pocket or money in your bank account. It can even be a money market that you have done, investment money market you have done, that you can liquidate almost immediately. They are all part of your liquidity. What is your asset? Your asset are things that can reproduce income to you. So if you are running a business of a restaurant right now, if you have those gas, cooker, all of those things, they are assets because you are going to be using them in the course of your production, and it's going to help you make money. Now, I want to move to something very important. Passive income and active income. As a business owner, you must understand this. You see, active income is you as a business person. Let's take an example that you are an event planner. Your active income will be that you get a contract. Maybe somebody is getting married and then they contracted for you to plan that, whatever. The money you earn from it is what is called an active income. And the dangerous thing about this active income is that the day you don't take those contracts, the inflow stops. Let me use another business. If you're a fashion designer and they give you sketch stuff, you design and all of that, and then people come to buy whatever you are doing. The day you stop designing, nobody is going to pay you. If you are here, you are working a job, and you are getting salary. Your active income is your salary. The day you stop that work, your active income stops. And I finally came to this conclusion that your active income will only give you opportunity to live. You earn a living from whatever you are doing actively. But you see, the game changer is what I call the passive income. Passive income is an income that doesn't require your extra time. In fact, sometimes it doesn't require your time at all. That you have something running that you don't have to show up there. I'm not talking about your business alone. In anything, that thing will reproduce money back to you. I've been in the financial industry for the past 16 years now. I've audited more than 12 banks in my experience. But I don't have to wake up on Monday to go to Zenith Bank. But you know what? I'm part owners of Zenith Bank. In April, they'll be paying me money from dividend. I don't have to show up there. I don't have to wear blue suit and red tie. But the money and all the activity they are doing, when they are going to share that money, they are going to share part of it with me. She mentioned Dangote. I love that man so much. I have almost all my portfolio full of it. I have Dangote cement. I bought Dangote cement at 402 naira. Currently, it's about 600 and something. He announced 3 weeks ago that he'll be paying us 45 naira per share. I don't even know where the factory of cement is. But you see, when that July comes and he's paying 45 naira, multiplied by the numbers of shares I'm holding, I don't have to be a staff, but I'll be smiling directly to my bank. That's what they call passive income. Each day, once it's 11:59 to 12 a.m. in the morning, I receive an amount in dollars for the rest of my life. Each day, let it just clock back. Once it clock back, it doesn't matter Saturday or Sunday. Once the account is credited. So when I say that I can never be poor again, I know exactly what I'm saying. As a business owner, do you have any system that pays you, that doesn't require your time? This that I'm talking about, I don't have to show up there. And I came to this conclusion. When you have a passive income, you are now on your journey to fortune. Let me tell you guys, money is good though. It gives you not just comfort, it brings freedom. It brings freedom. So you have to understand the difference between the active income. I'm moving fast now. God will help us to allow this to. There are 3 capital buckets that I want to quickly talk about. There's a framework that business owner. Can somebody help me from there? Maybe I just want to switch to the next one. Okay, that's it. I said, imagine a furniture maker in Lagos who all his money is in one account. And in a particular month, he has so many demands from people. And because of that, he decided to expand his business. He went to buy new machinery. Because there was so much attention. Some of you understand your seasonal activity. Sometimes some of you are very busy in December. And January will come, you don't really have a lot of people. Because of that inflow, but because he's not thinking rightly and thinking the future, he went to put all the money in the machinery. Now, next month, let's come and pay salary. Baba doesn't have money to pay salary. And the staff saw that he bought new machinery. He has even employed additional people to be there, but there is no business to serve. So there are 3 buckets you must understand before you start scaling your business or putting money in investment. The first one is the operating capital. You have to be crystal clear. This money that I'm talking about should not go to any investment. This same money should not go for your consumption if you want to keep the business running. Operating capital. What do I need to operate this? Part of it is your inventory. Part of it is your staff salary. Part of it is rent. Some of you are business owners here. You are paying rent annually and you are waiting till the month you are going to pay that rent. You are telling landlord you don't have money. You are not in business. You are not a wise person. Because you have 12 months. What should you be doing every month? Separate a part of it that is going into that rent. If I am your landlord, I will chase you out because you didn't have a plan. That's why budget is very important. You've got to put it out. You see, all of that you need for that business should not be in any form of investment or anything, operating that, because that's the lifeline of the business. Do you understand that? Second framework is what I call safety capital. This is very important. I will show you a revenue allocation I have done that can really help you as a business person. I said you must have 3 to 6 months of your operating capital in a short-term investment. When I say short-term investment, between 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, things that you can put money into that you can easily get out. During COVID, a lot of businesses died. I'm still with a government agency that we helped so many businesses that were dying at that time. They could not pay salary, they could not do this because there were restrictions, there were emergency and all of that, and many businesses collapsed during that period. Why some thrived? God bless the person who sold nose masks. We ran out of nose masks so much that we are now making the local one. Even when the doctor says that thing does not protect anything, Oshi Shankara. In fact, there are now parties. People pride in putting Ankara nose mask to the party. Nigeria is a fertile ground, though. You can sell anything. And the next one is the investment capital. You separating a part of your fund that goes into investment that helps your business in additional money you will receive, additional cash flow that comes into your business. I'm running now because of our time. Let's go to the next one. Please. There's power in what you see. That's why I'm insisting for you to see this. I want to talk to you about the levels. I call it ladder that you require as a business person. When you want to go into investment, there are levels you must focus on. Number 1, let's start. Don't worry about the slide. I'll also share the slide with you. It's what I call cash protection. Before you take that money out, before you transfer that money to that person, first ask yourself, what is the risk involved? Can I handle this risk? Somebody has promised you that you are going to get 30% of this money when you do the investment. Ask yourself, if it doesn't turn out the way you plan, can you still survive? Can your business still thrive? So what you are going to do in this bucket is to look for low risk investment. Almost investment that cannot fail. Let me give you an example. Treasury bills. Government instruments that they have low interest rates, but you are sure of your capital. Capital is guaranteed. Interest may not be much. Stay there. Put some money in it. As much as I'm doing some high risk level of investment, I also have this low bucket that is sustainable. It's very important. Number 2 is what I call business reinforcement investment. It's the second level. Here, you look at your activity and see if I scale up this part of my business, I'm going to earn more revenue. Some of you are just living every day the way it comes and treating customers the same way they are coming to you. Some of you, maybe it's just additional machinery that is going to scale up your business, but you have not sit with yourself to understand what you need to improve in the business that can lead to more revenue. Have you noticed? I noticed Money Fresh lately. They added sponge and some other products to the Money Fresh and gave it to us for free. They wrote it free. What they are doing is sampling the next product they want to sell. Scaling from the existing brand. I did the audit of Nigerian breweries. Every Thursday, there in Igomu, they have a place where the staff come to drink. And they will do a long table like this, facing each other. There is no bottle. You go to the tap. But what they are doing there is that they mix different kind of drink. They are the one that discovered the next product that they are going to sell to the public. They are the testing. I don't drink. But they insisted. The whatever said, no, is you have come to audit us. Just come. So that you come and audit the process. I said, no. So I walk into the place. I said, so they told me about the whole activity that happens there. Ferus was a mixture of one existing product with another one. You know, when a man is high, he will say the truth. So they use them to get a lot of product. While you are doing your current business, it may even be some of the customers you are serving. If you pay attention, there's a listening skill you must have as a business person that will help you discover new products within what you are doing, and you can scale with it. So upgrading your existing, reinforcing your investment, you can do that. Number 3 level is the income diversification. This is very important. Doing investment that is outside your core business. So you are making money with your business right now, but you want to scale. You have to look for opportunity outside what you are doing that requires other people. Let me give you an example. Let's use our convener. She's selling beddings, right? And one of the things that she requires is delivering excellence at the end of the day. If I buy a bed or a pillow or not, somebody needs to transport it to me, right? But if she's having challenges with transportation, there will be a problem. But do you know that logistics part? She can scale on it. If I'm in that business, I just want to ask myself, even with my competitors, I look around, those who are also selling what they are doing, and which location is the volume coming from? I can decide to buy a truck, give it another name, not in bedding's name, where I can use it and pay that company, the new company I have done. Don't mix it with beddings. Because the moment you start using it for free, you will not be able to tell the cost, the entire cost, to finish that value chain. I hope somebody's getting what I'm saying. Because sometimes some of you are using your personal car, do this and all of that to do your business. And the moment you are not available, you give it to your subordinates to run that business. They are spending more money and you are wondering, I'm doing it too now. But you have been using your car to do the delivery part. So you separate that logistics. And then not just serving yourself. That logistics can serve other people. Even your competitors. While you are still doing your own business, you have something to scale on. I hope you are getting value. And the 4th level is the wealth creation in itself. Having a portfolio for your business. As an individual, I have a portfolio of what is generating money for me. While I am sleeping, there is a system that generates money for me. Your business should be in that position. It's a level where you have long-term investment. The example I've shared with you, there is nothing wrong using your company now to buy shares. There are some banks in Nigeria, I can tell you, if they record it or not, nobody paid me for anything. Zenith Bank, yeah, she's from Premium. They are not in the market yet. But if they go into the market, I will buy them. The fastest growing bank in Nigeria. Zenith Bank, UBA, they have never stopped paying dividend in the last 20 years. GTB, thank you so much. I have them. You just need to, even if the price is fluctuating, the money they are paying in dividend, do you know UBA paid twice a year? Zenith Bank paid twice a year. GT Bank paid you twice every year for holding these. What is wrong with your company putting money into it? And you get cash flow from it. In fact, you can even do better because you have more money to deal with. You as an individual, as a business owner, what do you have as a portfolio for yourself? You've got to think about it. It's very, very, very important. Let's talk about the cash flow protection formula that I mentioned. How do you divide your revenue? How do you divide it? I want to advise you on that very quickly. I broke it down into 4 categories. Your revenue allocation on this. Oh, okay. We're almost there. It's just delaying. I'm getting used to it now. So, why we are getting it ready? Because I want you to see it. There is power in what you see, not just what I'm saying. Because some people are here, they're already attending to some customers in Abuja. They can't wait to finish that transaction. I said, put 55% of your revenue in your operating expenditure. Because this is the lifeline of your business. If you want to keep the business going, you want to scale, there must be more money that is coming back into the business. I hope you understand the business entity concept, separating you from the business. Anytime you take money from the business, what we record as an accountant is that you are withdrawing from your capital, from the business money. That's what we do. We'll go and minus it from the how much you put. So if you started business with 1 million and one day you withdraw 200,000, it doesn't matter if you have made profit of 2 million. We will take that 200,000 from your capital because the capital you put into it was just 1 million. Do you understand what I'm saying? 55% operating expenditure needs to go into that. You need to think about the growth of your business. Separate the 20% that is going to your business growth plan. Have you wondered why CEOs travels on vacation? Those vacations are not just being on the beach and just watching fine girls with bikini, whatever. No. They are separating themselves from the business to think beyond them. The moment you start thinking like your employee, you are in trouble because you are no longer a leader in that business. You've got to scale. You've got to think strategically. So you need some money that will be set aside. People go on retreat. The retreat you take your employee to is not just to go and lounge and relax alone. It's to tap into them and see how you can grow the business. You need to set a budget that goes into that. Crazy ideas. Oh, Gen Zs. Oh my goodness. Some of you are running away from them. But those are the future. They see, when you meet a lazy person and they are smart, they will always look for a shortcut to solve your problem. I'm telling you, those guys are you may have some of them in the room. They are very smart set of people. They don't like traditional way of doing things. And if you sit with them and understand their pattern, you can get something out of it that will help your business. And the next one, very quickly, wow. Just let me know if I have 10 minutes more. Just let me know. I said separate investment fund, 15% of your revenue that is coming. So when you look at the profit, don't quickly pay yourself. Look for something that will support your business again. Separate the 50%. And then I call something investment for reserve. Even big companies have what they call equity reserve. That's some money that they are not sharing with the owners. They just put it aside. That just in case anything happens, we can go back into this and use it to resurrect the business or respond to something. How many of you in the room had some opportunity to do certain things, but there was no money to do it, and you allow it to walk away? Let me see your hand in your business. You even ask people, nobody is ready to borrow you. It's more expensive to borrow money. That's the answer to that. Always separate it. Now, will you keep that money in your bank account? No. You have to look for a money market where you can put that money into, because you'll be tempted to use that money. So you have to have a bucket where you can put it, but you must understand how to share it. Because sometimes, some of you don't have a clue on how you are sharing it. You want to give me the paper? Bring it. Don't go the other way. Thank you. Me too, I know I am running. Now, I want us to quickly do, so I have 10 minutes left. So we are going to do this in 5 minutes. It's just a quick class activity. 3 case scenarios I have for us, and I want to hear you. I've been speaking since. So it's time to talk to me. Please do. I still have additional, that 5 minutes to close out. But we'll use 5 minutes for this. Let's go into the first scenario. There's a supermarket owner who has a capital of 3 million. And on that 3 million, is making 300,000 on a monthly basis. From what I have shared with you now, on understanding business and investment to do, this person have a choice. Look at the choices. Invest 2 million in treasury bills, buy a freezer for frozen food, expand inventory. What do you think that person should do? He's getting 300,000 every month as profit. His capital is 3 million. And he has choices to make from what I have shared with you. Yes, response in the room. What do you think will be the best? Yes? Is there a mic? Expand inventory. All right. Yes. More reactions in the room. Yes. There's no right or wrong answer. We are now faced with reality. We are faced with reality. What do you think you should do? Take 2 million to treasury bill? Expand inventory. Nobody is saying about buying freezer. Buy freezer. I like that. Yes. Yes. Any other reaction in the room? Nobody is saying invest 2 million, go and buy the freezer, expand inventory. Why? Because I've given you a regional. But you know some people will do the 3 because they have money. They can see they have the 3 million in capital. They know 400,000 is coming every month. They want to do the 03. If you have put the 2 million in treasury bill, you'll be like Mr. Chinedu that I shared with you, because he's going to get into trouble. What will happen is that there will not be 400,000 next month if you take the 2 million out. Do you get what I'm saying now? Does that make sense now? Can he afford to buy freezer with the 400,000, knowing the amount they sell freezer now? He may not buy the first month, but in 3 months' time, he should be able to afford the freezer. I know the price is around 600, 650, 900, depending on the quality of what you want to buy. Are you thinking straight now? As a business person, it doesn't mean you can defer some things to a later time, so that you can allow the business to breathe and keep making this 400,000. All right, awesome. Let's take the second one. Fashion designer, monthly income is 500k, and he has these choices. Invest in mutual fund. Why are you going away now? Please now. Buy industrial sewing machine. I purposely did not put the price there. It's intentional. Then number 3, help me manage. Open a second shop. What do you think? The first one, do mutual fund. Yes? No, now we are not getting it this way. It's too chorus. Just tell me. I want people to speak. Just speak to me. Invest in mutual fund. Yes? Buy industrial sewing machine. Yes? Yes, talk to me. Okay. You are thinking. So, what is the average price of the industrial machine, sewing machine? Give me an idea. Between 400 and 500,000, Abi?
Yes.
400, 500. All right. Remember that is inside this profit is somebody's salary that is inside too. Are you thinking straight now? Because some business owners are too selfish. You are so engrossed with what the newest idea you have that you have forgotten that what produced that money for the newest idea is the same system that you have built that produces that. So are you going to take note of? You see that I didn't put capital there. It was intentional. It's a simulation. I want to know if you are truly genuine. Because you got to think straight. If there are things that needs to be catered for, you've got to do it. Let's take the last one. AY is looking at me with one eye. You know, coincidentally, is our stage manager in church. So when I'm preaching, he's also the person that sent me off the stage. All right, the last one. An agricultural trader. His capital is seasonal. The capital is stable, but what I'm saying is profit is seasonal. He gets 5 million seasonal. Let's say maybe twice or 3 times a year, thereabout. And he's faced with these choices. Buy a truck. Invest in a cooperative. Or bulk purchase during harvest. What do you think he should do? Yes? Bulk purchase during harvest. Yes? Bulk purchase. Yes? Let's think. Think about it. It's very tricky. It's tricky. So the bulk purchase is for the business, actually. I love what you're saying. Use the mic.
Okay. I think investing in a cooperative would make sense.
Guys, please stay with me. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I think investing in a cooperative would make sense because pending when next the new investment money would come in. So I think from investing in a cooperative, the person can be getting small.
She's thinking. She's thinking. The seasonal profit dimension is deliberate. I was hoping there would be somebody in the room to think that way. Remember, this person is also operating a business and is paying salary. The employee that is getting monthly salary does not care whether you are getting seasonal or whatever. Their own is that they are there. They are making produce. They are planting. During the planting season, has the person not worked? That's work, and the person is expecting his money, but he doesn't know that it's going to take about 6 months or 8 months for some of those things to the farm produce to happen. Are we thinking? Are we seeing things differently? Will you just take the 5 million and go and put in one investment? So you've got to break it down. Cooperative is a good one that you can have cash flow. Even you as a business person, when you know that you have some good times and then some rocky times, you need to plan for that rocky period. Are we making sense? Even with his seasonal whatever, there are certain things he can tick the bucket apart from the first one, which I'm not sure of because it's capital intensive. Buying a truck, maybe you are thinking of, if you want to buy a truck now, at least you have like 20 million or something. And that seasonal whatever, it means that you will have that 5 million 4 times to be able to do that. So don't take a decision that is straining your business, because some of us are taking decisions that will kill our businesses. So you've got to watch it. Finally, with my 5 minutes. Hey, why are you happy? Hey, why are you happy? Don't worry, I'm going to share the slide with you. What are the immediate business investments you can do from now, that you can do quickly from now? I mentioned some while I was doing this. Treasury bills, that's government instrument. That is a way government is borrowing money from citizens. Not just taking the money from you, they also use it to control inflation. When they think there is so much money in the circulation and they want to mop it up, they introduce treasury bills. Interest rates here sit about 10% to about 17%. They will pay you the interest upfront. You can use your business to buy treasury bill. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have to be just your name. You can use your business name. All they are going to ask for, because of AML, that's anti-money laundering, the same account you use in sending the money for the investment, that's the same account they are going to pay back to. Those of you who are shady, you have 10 accounts, 20 accounts. When you have done that investment, you close that one down. When it's time to pay you back, they will ask you to go and reopen it, because they will not pay to another bank. There is no third party. And information to you. You know, I told you I'm an auditor. The bank will get fined if they pay into another account. It must be the same name, same thing, so that they can trace it. Money market is very easy. Some of you are already doing it personally, but you have to do it for your business too. Stanbic IBTC money market, Naira money market is about, the interests are down now, about 15% year to date. Meristem, there's something called wet body. Meristem, they are doing 16% currently. There are some commercial papers that are out there. How many of you know Sycamore? Have you come across Sycamore? You know Sycamore? Sycamore is even doing treasury bill. What's it called? Commercial paper of 25% annual. Yes, that's the biggest currently. They are not paying me for this, but I'm telling you. What is commercial paper? Commercial paper is like treasury bill, but it's from private organization. So what is the risk? Government is capable. They have financial muscle to pay you back. But the company, you have to check their financial stability to be able to pay you back. So the risk is that, is the company viable enough in the next 1 year? The company will not die in the next 1 year to pay you back. Because if anything happens to them, number one, thank God for CBN that has increased it. There's something called NDIC, Nigerian Deposit Insurance Company, that insures all the banks, including microfinance bank or whatever. And when your money is in loss, before now, they will only pay you 500,000. Even if you have 500 million, they will now wait until they sell all the properties of the bank and then now begin to pay you back. Now that has been increased to 5 million. Now, what do I do? Knowing this knowledge, I don't do money market with GT Bank. They will give you 5%, 6%. I go after the fintechs and the microfinance banks. You are running away from them, but they will offer me more. Because if anything goes wrong, the same thing NDIC is going to do to GT is going to do to them. So the question is, who are those guys that have been around and have financial muscle to pay back? Free of charge, I'm sharing with you. Fair money. Rent money. Most of you know them as people that post, you are a kidnapper. We are looking for you. And all of that. You have kidney problem, all those things. They are known for borrowing people money, but there are some people, have you thought about who are the people giving them the money they are borrowing? Because they are earning so much interest from it, it's a very high risk place to play. But rent money has been around for more than 15 years. It's a South African company. Some of the guys that started rent money are from there too. There are many fintechs that are doing so well. But the big guys doesn't want you to go there. They create a lot of fear. But when you have data, you will understand what I'm saying. In real estate, there's so much you can do in real estate. Instead of you looking for money to go and buy land and be waiting, do you know there is something called REIT? We trade it in the market. There are dedicated traders that are experts in trading what do you call it, real estate. For example, let me give you an example. The mall in Maryland, currently in Maryland, I don't have a single shop there. But I'm getting money from it. From REIT, I bought some units alongside some other people. I couldn't afford the amount to pay for it. But the REIT gives you opportunity. You all gather money together and they will use it in buying. And when they are making money from the rent, they also share across board based on the unit. There are companies that are doing that. Have you heard of FSDH? FSDH, Merchant Bank. There are REITs you can invest money into. Instead of you going wahala of money, there is one 2,005 square meter piece of land I have somewhere in Dangote there. The money they want to use to survey the land is more than the money I used to buy it. It's still there. Eventually, I'm still going to sell it. Maybe I'm going to make profit from it. It's been like 7 years or 8 years now. I'm not even sure if I've secured it. If that money goes into it, you will already be making your money on a daily basis. Daily basis. And you can sell off. In fact, there are people that will buy off from you. If you are saying you are going out of it, let your business invest in those things. But before you go ahead, you need a coach, you need a financial coach that will guide you. You people that don't even want to pay the tax man, and they say there is a coach, financial coach. Stop doing a job with your company. Thrift. Stop doing thrift with your company's money. Except you are taking number one. It is foolishness to do a job. You see, I read the story of one man in Magodo. He collected school fees from the children, the puppies, that time, relocated to Canada, sold the property. Few weeks later, the new landlord came and chased everybody out of school. Why is it that you are contributing your money? There is no problem with their job. It's when it's your turn, they will say something has happened. Don't be foolish. And time value of money too plays in it. Your 100,000 last year, January, is not the same today. Don't engage in those activities. You don't have control over. Some people will come into that job for the purpose of ripping you people off. It may not have happened to you. They may be dedicated. They may have done it for the last 2 years. Does not guarantee the third year. Take that money into a proper investment bucket. I bought UBA at 8 naira 5 years ago. It's currently sitting about 40 something naira today. I bought Jaiz Bank 2 naira last year, 2025. 2 naira 40 kobo. Jaiz Bank closed yesterday about 11 naira. He hit 15 naira before coming back there. I bought Aradel. Aradel is in oil and gas. Beg our community members. This January, beg them at 610 or something. Market closed yesterday, 1,340 per share. Multiply that by the numbers of shares. I'm talking about Lafarge Cement. I bought Lafarge Cement last year. Lafarge Cement was sitting at 31 naira. I bet our committee members will buy. In fact, if you see me the way I was talking, as if I'm working for those people. Market closed yesterday at 210 naira on Lafarge Cement. How do you identify what can change, whatever, what people are using, what people are consuming? During hard times, people drink more. It's because of my belief that I'm not buying those Guinness and all that. They all skyrocketed. When people are depressed, they will still eat. When they lose somebody, they will still buy food to entertain people that have come to console with them. So consumer items are things that you can buy. How will the price appreciate? It's because of the demand. It's just very simple. Don't sit with your business alone. You can expand more with your business. Whatever is coming out of your business must be put to use to be able to expand whatever you are receiving. As I start the year, every year, I'll ask myself, what other streams of income do I want to add to what I have in existence? When I was starting this year, I said, Lord, I need 2 additional streams of income. As I speak to you, I have the 2 ticked already. You've got to ask yourself, even in your business, how do you expand the streams of income that is coming to you? When you walk into your office on Monday, sit down, have a sit down with yourself, look around. What else can we do in this business that can bring more money? You have to think, you must be consumed with it. This is personal, but let me share with you. A car landed. I was expecting a car, a particular car. And I was going to go and pick it up after the whole clearing and whatever was done. From my house in Redemption City till I get to Tinker in Apapa, that was the only car I was seeing. Now tell me, was that the only car on the road? As I was driving down, each time I see that car, it's not the same color, but the same brand, the same thing. It just caught my attention. That's what happened to you when you begin to think differently and focus on what you need to get done. In our world today, number one thing everybody is asking for is your attention. When they get your attention, they can sell anything to you. You as a business owner, you must think on how to get people's attention. When you get that attention, you can sell anything to them. Have you gotten value? Yes, I'm unable to finish this slide, but I will share with you. It's very simple. You can walk through it. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much, sir. If you've gotten value, I think you would stand to give a round of applause for that session. Thank you very